Hello, loves. I'm in a mischievous mood to talk life and sports. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Welcome. Keep rocking. The beat's about to drop. Welcome, everybody, to Bebe Loves Sports, where sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion. Hope you're settled in. Got some things to unpack, and I missed you guys, so let's get into it. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, so it's been a minute. Hope that you all are doing well. I'm doing good, happy and healthy and blessed, and I hope that you all are the same and you and yours are the same, because it's all about that evolve, embrace the evolve. Okay. Got my chalkboard. It says hi. So hi, everybody. This is Bebe Davis. Welcome to Bebe Loves Sports, where sports and gaming is exquisite fusion. Welcome all new subscribers, and for the TAHDAH Squad, because they are the best squad in the world. Can I get a one time? Okay. And then I got a magnificent pen right here. This pen is like so super dope. I love flowers, so you can actually, like, if you have enough hair, you can break out the flower, and then go double O on them, double O on them, double O on them. You can break out the flower and then be like, okay, ready to take notes. Wooza! All right, everybody, it's been such a joy being behind the scenes. I want to thank 1021 Media Group for posting for me. All posts are approved by me. So it's really been giving me a chance to get this studio together for Bebe Loves Sports the way that I want it to. And you know, like when you become like this whole like perfectionist type vibe, you don't want to rush anything because you want it as close to perfection as it can be, but it's going to be perfectly imperfect. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited because, you know, we cover a variety of sports, me and the team, because without my team, you know, I couldn't smooth flow when I need to smooth flow. That's either on the scene or off the scene doing something else, or on the scene and then have to jump off the scene, or like never on the scene but you're behind the scenes, so that kind of thing. But yeah, the studio is coming, so I'm very excited about that. So patience is a virtue. It's not the best of my virtues, but it is the virtue. And if you hear some outside noise, it's a beautiful day, late life, okay? So you will have a lot of people coming and going. And we're in August. Can y'all believe that? We're in August. Okay? And we're not far off from saying goodbye 2021 and hello 2022. So yeah, it's funny how time flies. But the thing about us as humans, we're really not supposed to be worried about the time. But in the life that we live, we have to put the time there, you know? So that's the way that goes. So now I'm gonna get into some notes here about what's happening with life and with sports, okay? And then this week, come on back, because it's gonna be a lot more of that as well. So with August 1st, August is like respective and impressive. It's a respected type month and impressive if you want to know like the origins of August. Also, if you are a stargazer, you love looking up in the sky and all that good stuff, they have a meteor shower that's happening right in August. And if you know me, I love meteor showers. So it's going to be the Perseids meteor shower. Yeah. Okay. So you can check for peak times, but all month, if you have clear skies, then you can enjoy the heavens. And for me, you get to see a lot of the meteor showers like right after midnight. So if you can find a nice spot that's not real lit, and then just look up in the heavens, preferably, you can look to the east. You'll see a lot of beautiful meteor showers. So that's one great thing that's happening. Just got finished with July, right? I did Christmas in July. It was so dope. And look, even through like my chalkboards and everything, I have my cup here. This cup says, "Eat, sleep, and be merry." And that's what I've been doing for the most part. Eat, sleep, and be merry. And eat really, really good. Like I got some fresh veggies that are in the oven, and it's going to be like so good. And I've been kind of going meatless for a good while. And of course, it's showing because I've dropped a lot of weight. Okay, I have dropped a lot of that quarantine weight. Okay, but it has not been by dieting. And be honest. And if you are dieting or changing your diet to drop the weight for quarantine and health and just whatever it is your choice, that's on you. I mean, sometimes some people need that extra to help them achieve what they want to achieve. Now, for me, it has never been hard for me to drop weight. It has never been hard for me to gain weight. But my metabolism is really, really good. Praise God. Like, neither one of my parents are big. My mom is like small and petite, and my dad is very, very tall, over like the 6'4" club, 6'5" club, and he's never been big. And I was never like a pudgy baby, a pudgy child, or anything. I was actually straight slim, and then I got my curves, but then, you start gaining some weight, and then it's just like, hey, wait a minute now, this is a lot on your bones. You're short, and you got this extra weight that you don't need. So, I've always been active. Volleyball, tennis, and, just being very, very active, dancing when I cook. I mean, I'm always moving. I'm always doing something. So when I want to lock myself down, okay, then I'll do, and then the weight just drops. And so I don't use any supplements. I just, hey, I condition myself, and I get very disciplined. But it's not like, oh my God, I gotta lose this weight, because I didn't miss a beat on anything with the gain weight, and I didn't miss a beat when I get to my goal weights. So, but it's just more healthier to do that, to get your weight where you want it to be, and so you can be healthy. Because hey, look, you want to be your healthiest, because we're still in a pandemic. And even if you get to your weight, you still got to put good things in. Even if you've taken the vaccine, you got to still put good things in. If you haven't taken the vaccine, you got to put great things in. I am one to say you rock your choice however you want to. Now, when it comes to you and say like your partners, whatever the status may be, then you want to be really respectful and make those choices together, that you're going to keep each other safe and not go out there on a limb. Like right now, anybody who's out there getting like extra booty outside of your relationship is whack, because it's just like, really, you're risking it all. We're still in a pandemic. I don't care what they're talking about. So I just wanted to put that out there, okay? Because some people like want to get back to the normal, but have respect for yourself, have respect for your partner, and if you are going to jump out there in life, just hey, don't come at your partner. Just keep it moving, okay? But if you're faithful with your partner and all that other stuff, what I'm saying, big ups to you. That's the maturity way. Because look, I'm not dying for nobody, and neither should you die for anybody. So you want to be healthy. For me, I kind of cut down. I didn't cut anything out. I just cut down. Like I cut down my pop, my soda intake, okay, and I just added more water and tea and all that good stuff, and 100% fruit juices, and then just a lot more water, and then as far as like cardio and running and stuff like that, no, that is not for me. If anything, I've been doing like a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation, and then of course the natural vibe of like leg lifts, bends, arms stuff, but like nothing heavy because I'm just not that chica. So the whole gym thing and running and all that kind of stuff, no, because I'm usually active. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm doing something active, like, hiking, or if I'm not hiking, then I do like the bicycle. If I'm not doing the bicycle, then I'm back on my skates. So it's just always something where I'm moving, but I'm making sure I'm getting that good food intake in, and then I have my cheat days because I love my cheat days. And matter of fact, I don't have no set cheat days. Like right now, this is barbecue chips. Nothing but calories. I can do that because I haven't been taking a lot of other calories in. So when I want to cheat, I can, because overall, I'm being really good. And that's on that, on that, on that. And that's on that, on that. All right, so check out those media showers. And I know with people with August, everybody wants to run to fall. Fall's like, please sit down at. You will not get any fall officially until September 22nd. And even then, you're still going to have Indian summer. We just left the dog days of summer. And so then you have Indian summer. Now, Indian summer is the love child between summer and fall. That's what I say. In fall, he lets Indian summer have her way. So yes, while we may see some cooler temperatures, while we may see the foliage and all that other good stuff, Indian summer is going to have her way, always does. And so then we'll start seeing some of the cooler temperatures as you go on into October. Okay? Now, Christmas in July was great. And I'll get into that because I'm having withdrawal sessions. And I'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, I rocked it, Christmas in July. Now, with fall season, I love it. Of course, hi. But even says that because we are natural rusties on the maternal side of the family. It's just that you can enhance your hair more with hair color. But despite that, that's not the reason, because that would be a whack reason, right? Right. Both my parents, I really always am thinking so spiritual, because that's exactly who I am. It's very spiritual. Okay. And both my parents, I'm telling you, it's in that DNA type vibe, other than, I love fall, because hey, I rock all seasons, okay? And some people have more preferable than others, but for me, it's in me deep. And I'll tell you why, because both my parents are fall babies, okay? Mom is October, Da is September, thus that's me. So you always have a lot of your parents. So it is such a infinity for me. I mean, I go all out on fall, okay? I mean, like, whoo, I'm gonna have to take y'all on some of my excursions. I mean, everything, and we'll get into that. But hey, just because we're in August, y'all need to slow down. I know a lot of people, I got a lot of cousins like, I'm ready for fall. So, well, honey, you'll be ready for a long time, because that's September 22nd. And then it's gonna be even longer than that, honey. I love Indian summer. Indian summer gives you like cool temperatures, and you be like, ooh, and then it'd be like, whoosh, with the heat. Just like that. So I love it. But for fall season, it's football. So I'm very excited about that. So make sure you cheer on your teams. And if you're defecting from your teams, that's all right. That's okay. Don't let people shame you. If you're sick or tired of your team, go on to somebody else. Okay? Who is anybody to judge? But I'm very excited about football season, because I'll be back doing a lot of commentary for college and professional football. So I'm very excited about that. So we're going to be ramping up the segments here on BEBELUVSPORTS. Okay? All right. Now, so it's Leo season. I'm a Leo rising. Okay, I'm also a voiceover artist, so I can get pretty wild. Okay, cosplay and all that good stuff. Yeah. Leo rising. Look, I got a good rising. Okay, but it's always a yin yang with every rising sign, so it is what it is. the rising sign, you can get what your rising sign is if you don't know it, and that's by putting in on the natal chart. They got free ones online, but you need your specific time of birth when you were born at that exact time. Oh my God, BB, what if I don't have that? Well, if you don't have that, then that's cool, that's fine. They have other ways for you to get it, but for a lot of us now that's living, we should have birth certificates, okay? So, mine is Leo. And you can definitely see my Leo, but my sun sign is Pisces. So that's a great thing right there. Now, I will talk real quick, and I'm not going to be going all out on this or anything like that. But with the rising sign, that's kind of like the first thing that people see as far as your persona. And I would say that is very, very true with me, okay? And if you know Leos. And also, you know, running through my vein too is Jamaican blood. Okay, my great-grandfather on the paternal side was from Kingston, Jamaica. So, you know, you got that line that's going there right there like that. But then Pisces, your sun sign, people get, when you trust them more, they get to see the reveal of your sun sign, okay? But that's if you believe in that thing. But never get too attached to these zodiacs because they're there for reference and a little bit of guides, but always you should have free will on how you live your life and not excuse your behaviors just because of your sign, okay? Because some people, they do that. All right? You own your stuff. But me, I'll just say this real quick because we're going to be doing the sign thing on a lot of my channels on Cigars Ancestor, where I'm Cigar Aficionado, and Cigars Ancestor Live on 1021 Magazine, and on my upcoming channels that I'm not going to speak on right now. But I'll be talking about the zodiacs because I am a experienced reader on the zodiacs, okay? I'm aficionado on that. But let's just take the water signs real quick, and then I'm gonna jump on and I'm gonna jump off. With the water signs, you got Pisces, you got Cancer, you got Scorpio, and that is the order of the three. Well, if you, let's just say you are a rising sign of the three. Now, I got the three in my family. That's me, my auntie, and my cousin. My cousin is a Scorpio, my aunt is a Cancer, and I'm a Pisces. These are our sun signs. Well, we all get to laugh together because, like, say if you have one of these rising signs, this is how it goes down. We all laugh. Say if, okay, for the ladies, like, you about to go wreck shop because somebody has violated, all right? Out of the three, how are you going to handle it with the water signs? Well, this is how it goes. Scorpio's going to be the first out the door. Dash, no thinking, getting ready to go wreck the spot. They just go. And there's always some kind of consequences that happens because their heart is so good and so pure and so, they so on it, they're so loyal, they're so, that is your ride or die, right? Because that's the kind of vibrations that they get. But they don't think, and leaping before you look or think it through, that's Scorpio all the way. So Scorpio's like, I gotta go because I'm gonna wreck stuff. I've been violated. So there's Cancer and Pisces sitting in the room, and you know, she wants you to go because that's, or he wants you to go, you know, and Pisces is kind of sitting there looking and say, okay, slow down and let's give me your scenario again while we're about to jump out of here. And Cancer is just kind of sitting there like, I'm really not going to go. Because they're more likely to say no out of the three signs. But they're looking to Pisces to have more logic. Because Scorpio don't have no logic at this point. And so they're like, all right, okay, let me explain it to you. It's like, okay, yeah, they did violate. And Cancer's like, yeah, they sure did violate it. But Cancer's like, I'm not going to jail for you, though. And I was like, that is a jail situation that you're trying to put us all in. But here, let me give you a plan on how we're going to do this and then jump out of it. And Cancer's kind of thinking about it. And they was like, if they feel like it's okay, they'll be like, okay, but if anything goes down, I'm out. Never give the keys to Cancer because you will not see them. It's best to give the keys to Pisces because they're going to try to make sure everybody is out of there. So then Scorpio can go do whatever they need to do reckless, but you have the Pisces, who is the more level-headed out of the three to get them out of the jam. But Cancer is level-headed, but when they get ready to go do their stuff, they kind of fly off the handle, but they try to think about it. Pisces is always going to think about how I'm going to go do something, but how am I going to exit out of here or it don't touch me. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be breaking down. So if you have one of those rising signs, like if you have Pisces as rising sign, then you're pretty cool as far as like you're not going to get yourself in a whole bunch of trouble and things you think before. I mean, you really, really think, overthink, overkill. but not so much where you're going to drive yourself crazy. Cancer will overthink and almost kill themselves and talk themselves straight up out of it, okay? Or I'll be like, it's not my problem. But Scorpio, if it's not their problem, they're always ready to go with you or whatever. They just don't think enough, and then the consequences come back. Their heart is definitely always in the right place for the most part, and they're passionate about themselves and their people, but you know what it is. But anyway, we'll be talking about that, okay? But I'm so glad to be a Leo rising because it is what it is. The Olympics is so great to see everyone doing their thing. When I say everyone, I'm talking about every Olympian that is there, because that is a dream. That is your tenacity. That is your vibe to get there and do what you need to have done to maybe go for the goal. But just getting there is a clap, clap, and a round of applause for itself. So then when you think about the different winners and stuff like that and the different chaoses that's up in there, you just want to say, for all you critics, let's see what you do to get there, or do an nth of what they do. Most times you can't, but they are the loudest critics. But look, when you are shining, you're going to have your critics, so bump them. Now, I will say that I love everything that's happening now with the mental health, because it needs to be said, and that's through every aspect, especially when you are held at a high standard and you need to be representing no matter what the field is. It does have some type of pressure for people. Some people can handle it better than others, but it's so good to see people that are supporting Naomi Osaka and supporting Simone Biles and others who have yet, or if ever, they're going to reveal their vibrations. Okay, and that's why I just am so happy about mental health being talked about for every aspect of people, and just respect it. Now, we've heard in the news that Simone Biles is going to try to come back, and I hope that's not for pressure, okay, or to prove something to these no-goes out here, but I'm with her all the way, and I hope for greatness for that. But I hope it's not pressure, because, you know, when you're not focused on something, and especially in sports, you could injure yourself, and we just want the best for her and for everyone. Jamaica Shoutout, again, you know what I'm saying, got that Jamaican blood in me, all right. And it was like gold, silver, bronze, sweep time, and I thought that was just so cool. So it is what it is. Love it, love it, love it. I love that. Okay, I just love everything about people winning and giving emotions, and you know, it's good for the country, especially with so much that we're going through, you know, with this pandemic. And again, no matter if you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, you still need to act like you are in a pandemic. And I mean, I know some people are gonna just say, hey, I'm gonna live my life, and I'm just like, okay, well, you know, okay, live your life then, if that's what you're gonna do, you know. But for me and mine, you know, I'm still masking up. I got my little gears and stuff like that, and that's just what I'm gonna do, because, you know, it's just not the time. But everybody gotta rock their choice, so rock your choice. But if you have others, you know, children, not just significant others or who you're loving or whatever, respect and protect everybody. Watch your moves out here. Okay, now let's talk about it. Basketball, I gotta say congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. I've been gone for a minute, so I didn't get my congratulations in. It was so refreshing to see a new team get in there and do what they need to do. Russell Westbrook, though, is going over to the Lakers. I hate that move, but look, that's just the way of what things are. You know, people feel like, oh, I have done so much and I want to leave out of here with a ring. And I mean, I still just have my POVs on that. I think he's an incredible player, and I think that having a ring or not having a ring is good, okay? I'm not going to front about that, or being rewarded and such, going into Hall of Fames and such. But if you have to go and get your ring to get on these super teams and dream teams and stuff like that, I just don't think it's a righteous win. But hey, everybody has to do what they have to do, and only time will tell. We just have to see what happens, okay? Now, with the NFL, I'll be back to talk about all of the NFL. But look, I'm talking from a professional standpoint Packers are my OG team. My home team as a Tampa Floridian is the Bucks, always has been. Okay. But I mean, let's talk about the Packers. It has just been like chaos, and it's been drama on drama on drama. And it's just been like, oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? And then only to find out that, yes, through all this analysis and stuff that we have been doing is in FL analysis and a sport analysis period for any sports that you take on. My goodness, he's back. Did that shock me? No, it didn't shock me at all, because I was just like, well, I just can't see that the Packers are going to let him out and go la da 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 over to someone else, no matter what the cost is. This is the franchise face right here. So what? Barry Bond him, or I can't even think straight right now, but I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just like what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Retire, or you're not gonna play, because I mean, they're not letting you go. So after it was stated that yes, Rodgers is coming to practice and all of that, he's staying, like others who are analysts wanted to know. Not Barry Bonds, Barry Sanders. Okay, hey, it's been a long week. We definitely didn't want to see that kind of situation for someone that's so talented, and I'm still upset about that. Okay, with Barry Sanders, one love Barry Sanders. Okay, but so now it's like, okay, Rodgers is back and everything like that. But I wanted to see the verbiage of the contract. So what was it? And then that's what we finally saw. Okay, he's contract on for 2 years, not 3. And then with that one-on-one that's out there now, you know, he was just like, yeah, you know, in other teams. So no, he's still a little salty. He does not want to be there. So here's my thing. All the drama, you got the 2 years, and then whatever else after that, you'll be a free agent if you're still playing or whatever. But how does this coincide for those who were just like, look, we trying to play, we don't really want to focus on that drama? And what does this mean for Jordan Love? People love to talk and everything like that. I think Rodgers is a great quarterback, of course. But excuse me, that's my chips and drink. Sorry for the burp. I do think that Love needs to get some playing time in. I think any quarterback, 1, 2, whatever, they need to always have those legs going to flow, and not just when it's an emergency or the other person cannot play the lead, head quarterback. So also, how does the team be cohesive, especially when you're back though, but then your heart may not be fully in it? Or how is the other team feeling about you being back? How well is this going to work? And then, yes, I love Cobb. Cobb came back, but I'm like, is that really going to be a significance? Because I think about it. The Packers got there without Cobb. I love me some Cobb. Don't get me wrong. But they got to the playoffs, okay, the championship games, and then just kind of like communication problem when you was right there to go into the end zone and you didn't do it. So it's not a matter of not getting there. It's a matter of finishing. So did you really need the Cobb asset? Is that what was part of it that you thought was a problem? When you have great people already there that got you, you all got to where you got. And then, King of the Norths, NFC. I mean, so I don't understand the dynamic of bringing in Cobb. Is that going to be whatever, or are they trying to bring this playbook in that mirrors a little bit of the Bucs situation where Brady and Gronk, and then bringing AB, and then the other young dynamic players of the Bucs? I mean, nobody should be taking a page from that moment, because that is that moment, and you don't need to take a page from it, because it's already with the Packers, because you had gotten there. But we'll see. Maybe my words will be eaten. I don't know. But I just feel like the Packers are all over the place, and I feel like it's going to be one of these seasons that is going to be some real shockaroos on who gets there this year for the playoffs and the championships. Everybody's hungry, and we're just going to see what happens. Okay? All right. Don't count out the Bucs either. Don't count anybody else out, but we'll talk about that. All right, college sports. I'm just going to focus right now HBCU, and I'm going to focus real quick on the MEAC. The MEAC conference has gone through a lot of changes, and of course, I do my sportcasting with the MEAC. One love to the MEAC. All right, so then they put in their predictions like a lot of other people, and we're going to be talking about all the conferences later on. So this is just a real quick, like, hello, how you doing? I got some things to say. Yeah. Okay. So with the MEAC, they said in their predictions it's going to be South Carolina State. That's right, that's right, that's right. What's up, Bulldogs? For the number 1 spot, then Norfolk State for 2, North Carolina Central for 3, Delaware State for 4, Morgan State 3, Howard 6. Okay. Could be. But you just have to see what happens. All right. Then, of course, you have North Carolina A&T Aggies. They left the MEAC conference, but they were 11-time champions. So I guess, of course, they wanted to, be in a little more competitive type of spot. And I don't blame them, okay? They are missed, but you can't blame that. So they are in the Big South Conference, and they are positioned to finish in 3rd. Wouldn't that be something, though, if the Aggies finished in 1st place? Huh? All right, and then leaving the MEAC, okay, I was sad to see it, but, it is what it is. It's the HBCU football that's happening, so big ups, all right? Well, guess who's going over to the SWAC? And that would be FAMU, all right? And then that would be Bethune-Cookman. So then, if you're headed to Atlanta, August 27th, that's the MEAC and SWAC challenge right there. Also, it's going to be Battle of the Bands, and so you just have to kind of see how it goes. I mean, just see what happens. I'll be back in Atlanta soon. It's going to be for professional, and it's also going to be for personal, but I don't really talk too much, because, you got to keep things mysterious while open. But I am happy that I did find one of my little items that the last time when I visit Atlanta, I was like, did I leave that in the house? Well, if I did leave what I was looking for, I was like, well, dog, Babes would have called and said, hey, babe, you left this in the house or something like that. And so it just was like bothering me because I know that I had this specific thing, like just walking around in the house and everything like that. And I was just like, well, he didn't say anything about it. So I was like, oh my gosh. So then I ordered another of what I was misplaced, and then look, found it in the caddy. It was like in the seat. So between me leaving the house in the suburbs of Atlanta and going out, I must have was just kind of dropping things or whatever, and then it was just kind of sitting in the little cut for like over a month, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So you know what I'm saying, you might lose something might be misplaced or whatever, but if you just kind of sit still and everything, if it's meant to come back to you, then it'll come back to you. So there it is. Self-care is just very important out here. It's a lot of things that could really stress people out, and that is true. But the thing is, for me, I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of reading. I make sure that I do things that is going to be good for me. And I feel it's very important for people to do things that's going to be good for them, because it brings you into a better state of mind. One thing I can say about what I do as a sportcaster and what I do as a publisher for 19 years, and just everything that I do personally or professionally, I have more yin in my life. So with the yin and the yang, I know how to rise above